That's just how I look at it. Hate me today, hate me tomorrow. Not saying that you can't eventually change your mind and be like, hey, the way I was treating you, not cool, and I want to make amends, and I want us to like try to like make some sort of a friendship. Like, I'm not saying you can't do that, but you can't do that twice. You can't go from hating me to wanting to be my friend by telling me I'm sorry, and then decide, you know what, now fuck you. Actually, I don't like your ass. It's like, okay, like you only get one of them. Like, you can't come back now. But like, so that week went by, and I was doing what I do when it comes to her. There's like, when we get into an argument, when it's like blah 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 blah, whatever the fuck, I don't hold it. Like, I don't hold the anger or whatever, because she is the way she is for a reason. I understand those reasons. I forgive them usually. Same with girl from Texas. Like, she was what she was, and I tried my best to not like hold her being her against her, because I liked her. Like, I liked her as a person. Like, I loved the way she made me feel, but I liked her as a human. I still do. Like, for some of the good right reasons and mostly the wrong reasons. But like, I sell my like fucking left kidney, which I'm assuming is the good one, like just to like make me and her work out, simply because it's what I want. Oh, okay. So fucking 4th of July, I'm watching a movie, sitting at my laptop, bootlegging it because I can. And I get this message on WhatsApp from the girl from Georgia. And earlier that day, I had sent her a link to this video from this channel called Ordinary Gamers. And the dude is basically saying like why you should delete TikTok. And I didn't know what that. I thought it was gonna be like a joke video. I really did. But he basically explained like, oh yeah, TikTok is like literally like unabashedly stealing your data, like consistently. And she's a fan of TikTok, so I'm like, hey, you might need to know this, because it's like copying stuff from your, like it's reading stuff from your clipboard, and you might not want that. And that was at like 12 o'clock, like Friday morning, like Saturday morning, Friday morning, whichever. And so like later that afternoon, like it had been so late. It was so late. I thought I had sent it like 2 days ago. And I'm sitting here like, what the fuck are you replying to this now? Like, if you mad, bitch, be mad. Over there. Like, fucking, like, I don't, and that's not something I call her often, well, ever really. Because again, she is who she is for a reason. But like, what she did in my heart, like, if there was ever like a justifiable reason to call her a bitch or a cunt, this was it. What she did was unforgivable. She hit me up and was like, you're such a killjoy. Like, you really know how to be a killjoy. Happy 4th. And I was like, well, how am I? Like, she was like, I was like, I'm just sharing the information because it seemed important. She was like, yeah, but I already knew that. And so I was like, well, if you already had the information, really? Okay. If you already had the information, how am I a killjoy? And hold up. Doing that thing that she don't like, where I'm straight up telling people what was said exactly. Tell me exactly how it happened, exactly the way it happened, exactly. As soon as I was going to clean up, my pockets are full. While that's loading, I guess I'll drop out my pockets. And I didn't hear. Stop, drop, open up shop. If I had known I didn't have anything I didn't have enough space, I would have. What the fuck did she say? Yeah, you should probably uninstall TikTok. It's like, what the fuck? So, like, I'm letting you know the app, among others, is reading your data. Your frustration should be blamed at the abusers. Happy ID4. I already knew this and told you this. I don't remember her telling me shit. And between the two of us, like, she will openly tell you that I have the better memory when it comes to remembering anything that goes down between us. That does not mean that if I don't remember it, it didn't happen. It simply means between the two of us, I am more likely to remember something that happened than she is. That's what that means. Come to like she's like, I was like, so the point of like it was like, well, if you already knew this, how am I the buzzkill? And she sends a smiley face. Nothing, sweetie. Have a blessed day and thank you. And I go like, so the point of this was to create more pointless conflict? Not at all. That's what I figured you was trying to do. And then I go, come to terms with whatever made you so damn pissy last week. And then come at me when you're ready to discuss it. I'm not having these micro arguments. Now, mind you, I said pissy. So sure enough, that's like, how dare you? How dare you say that I'm having a bad day? How dare you be the one to blame me for this? You asshole. Shake my fucking head. You never get it. Which in turn is why we will never work. But okay, boo. I'll do that. Just that. So, that was quite literally the last message she sent. This stupid fuck. Like, that message she sent was like to me, was just proof that I wasn't tripping. The motherfucker literally just wanted to start shit because my response was like, look, figure out why you're mad. Like, accept it. Hit me up. We'll talk about it. How many motherfuckers do you know that you can treat like straight dog fuck and they're like, you know what, figure out why you're mad at me or figure out what made you upset and then we can talk about it. Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck can you make mad like today? Who can you make mad today? And they motherfucking like talk to you. They people like, okay, look, I understand you're upset and it's probably my fault, yada yada yada. Because man, we had a conversation about like how like arguing with me is really annoying, or that I'm annoying in general. I've never said that I wasn't. Like it's not like, oh, I don't care. I'm like, no, it's just like, yeah, I get it. Like no one really likes arguing, but the difference between me and her is when I argue, I make fucking sense. Just that. Like everything you just heard was verbatim, no questions asked. Like I'm not like bullshitting it. I don't have a reason to. And I'm sitting here just like how like why? Like it pissed me off because it seemed like what she was doing was actively like hitting me up to find a reason to how would I put this? Find a reason to say you made me mad. And like I guess like continuously go forward, do some hoe shit, I guess, which is dumb as fuck because you could just go do it and like leave me the fuck alone. We already wasn't talking. Just shut the fuck up and leave me the fuck alone. I was having a great day until she messaged me. As you might expect from the name, the saw shark is a shark with a head that resembles a saw. This unusual appendage is both used to dig potential prey out of the sand and as a weapon against said prey. Given that, it seems like a more appropriate name would have been shovel sword shark. A what? And there you have it. And it like drove me bananas that this fucking dickwad went out of her way to like just and then like ran like immediately. Just like I said, of course I sent like a long ass message because I wasn't gonna call the motherfucker like like you never get it. Like I'm quoting, you never get it. The fuck is going on in that wig of yours? Is there some ass backwards parallel universe where you think an open line of dialogue with me about, let's face it, my problem and I pretend like I'm listening? Where you think you open a line of dialogue with me about my problem and I'm not, and you pretend like I'm listening. And I pretend like I'm listening. Because on this side, in reality, the slightest thing annoys you, and it's always my fault. I'm dumb. That's what it is. I'm the dumbest man you know. I care, and you know I do. So you take the chance to say whatever the hell you want, because you know I always let it go, time and time again. And even now, you have this nigga look on your face, reacting to what I'm saying rather than hearing me. As bad of a person that you think I am, I keep my devil in check by choice. Appreciate it. Now, that last line is me basically saying like I could say things that would hurt you and make you want to commit suicide, yet I choose not to. Be aware of that and either walk away completely or stop fucking poking the bear. It is said the giant stag is a popular pet among bug enthusiasts. Though how one might consider oneself enthusiastic about bugs is quite beyond me, but I digress. Giant stags look fearsome with their enormous curved mandibles, but in truth, they're really quite cowardly. Oh, how they love to hide away in rotted wood only to reveal themselves under the cover of dark. I shall never turn off the lights again. And that was it. That was the last. That was the last of it all. Like that was like where it stopped. That then I don't know what the fuck. Like it just drove me crazy. And as dumb as all of that was, it's in this moment where I'm like talking to myself about like dealing with the fact that like I hate the way this girl makes me feel. Oh man, all of them really. And it's in that I realize that although things between me and the girl from Texas are like complete dog shit, I realized that walking away from that or having to walk away from that because it wasn't a choice. I did not have a choice. She walked away and I could not force her to turn around and come back. I couldn't make her come to terms because it would be one thing if she was just like willing to admit like I just don't want to be with you because I don't. That's 100 different fossils. That's what's up. Like it would be great if she could do that. Like I guess like yeah, you get closure and then you'd feel better. And it's like yeah, I probably would, but the problem is like that's not happening. Like no time soon is that happening. It's never gonna happen. And as of recently, I've started like sending her messages on Facebook, like weird ones, like not like the I'm thinking of you while I cut myself tonight, like nothing like that. But like just really trying to like reopen this line of communication to let her know like you can talk to me if you want to for whatever reason. Like I don't hate you, like quite literally the opposite. But even then, like I'm so shit at like trying to communicate with her or any other female in general. Mostly because of the chick from Georgia. Like I did get to a point where like the idea of trying to like communicate my feelings like makes me feel stupid. So I just don't. Like I would much rather pick on you like a preschooler, like to show you that I like you rather than be like, hey, you're extremely pretty and I would like to hang out with you whenever the fuck you have time. Like, but that's not happening, like at all, no time soon. And I do mean no time soon. Wait, do I already have the head for this thing down here? Oh no, I do not. I got this all the way put together. Do I? Because I think this is the Megasora, but I could be wrong. Oops, I'm wrong as a motherfucker. Let's see. No, I'm right. This is that. Okay. But yeah, in these past few days, like I have like come to terms with the fact that like I didn't want this to just be over, like because it is what like I don't know what it lends itself to, like I don't know what the fuck. This is incorrect. That'll do her. Huh. And like, man, it's just one of those things. It's like, I want this thing that I can't have, and it's not the fact that I can't have it that's frustrating me. It's the fact that I can't make myself not want it, simply because this is how stupid, like the human brain works. Like the human brain can't just be like, hey, desiring this thing will only bring you grief and pain, so we're gonna just stop wanting it. Like that doesn't work, and it like drives me batshit insane. And like I can't that's it. Like there's no more to it. Like I hate it. Like I would much rather like just not have to deal with that. Like to be able to be like, you know what, all right, cool, and just walk away from it, and like just move on like to the next with the next person. And like the shitty thing is like a girl from Florida that I've known for as long as I've known the girl from Texas, has been like with me, not with me physically. Like I get it, like that's not what's happening, but it's like kind of like been riding with me through this, and I feel like shit because what she's doing is quite literally going beyond the pale. What she's doing is this thing that a girl should never have to do. Like we're not in this, like it's not like I'm like dumb. It's like she's like you don't understand that she likes you. No, like she likes me, yeah, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we're like I'm missing the signals. But she wants to be with you. Like probably not. Like she would definitely like what I would do. I gotta show y'all one thing before we end the episode. What's this? Oh, so this was the this was the thing that came in the bottle, the Cosmo shower. But like it's not that, but a part of me like just feels like yeah, probably could like move forward with this if I could get my head out of my ass and just but it really comes down to like even if you do like want to move forward, you have to be able to move forward, and right now I kind of ain't, and I hate it. Like I hate it so much. Like even if it was to move beyond having no one, just the strength that comes with being able to say fuck all of this, I'm done, is just something I don't have, and it drives me insane. Like it drives me insane, and I fucking hate it. It's like one of the biggest flaws of being human is like our emotions and feelings are completely useless. Like we don't have this oh, that is not an actual, wait, what is that? Is it an actual shower head? I can't see it. And it does, it drives me crazy. I hate it. It's not, there's just nothing else to really say about it. It's just one of those like, of course you'd like to have this thing. The universe knows you'd like to have it. You think it would make you happy. And the person in general could be like, you don't want to be with me. I'm not going to make you happy. It's going to be the exact opposite. We don't get along. Blah, blah, blah. You don't care. In that moment, it's like, look, you might be right. But you can't tell yourself this because you're like clearly like your judgment is clouded by like the want to love this person and have them like appreciate your affection. Like that's where it is. That's where your head is. But oh wow, it's been an hour. This is gonna be a bitch to edit. But you can't do any of that. You just can't. You can't do none of that. You have to burn your hand on the stove in this situation. To fuck. You have to burn your hand on the stove to be able to understand that what they were telling you was legit. That you don't want that. You don't want this in your life, but you can't accept it yet because you're just being told, "Oh man, you don't even need to see that movie, man. It's good. Like, but you don't need to see it though. It's good though. Like, just take my word for it. Just if anybody asks you, say yeah, it was good." Or like, "Oh, you don't need to see that, man. It's stupid. It's dumb. You don't even want to go over there, man. It's dumb." And it's like, yeah, but I gotta see it for myself. See how stupid it is. Man, trust me, it's dumb. You don't even need to see that shit. It's dumb as fuck, bro. Just let it go, man. You don't even need to see that shit. It's like that. It's like that. No more, no less. And as it stands, like I'm torn up for real. Like this is the first time in a long time, like I've been fucked up emotionally over a female. Not digging it. Not at all my favorite. Like I'm talking about just like depressed. And like I think in most cases like it really comes down to like the feeling of when you see your like, cause every like I told the girl from Florida, I mean, I'm omitting names for whatever fucking reason. It's like I told her like it's the fact that in your heart of hearts, you know for a fact everyone is usually like everyone in like the grand scheme is looking for a mate. Everybody is. Everybody's looking for somebody that they can be with that will make them happy or something. And you find one person who shit, and you find one person that seems like they're in the same boat as you when it comes to like wanting to no longer be alone, and not only that, but they make you feel like they want to be with you. And so you're in this situation where it's like, oh fuck, like hell yeah, like, and then suddenly, and it's always suddenly, regardless of what you think or what you may have been told, it's always suddenly. That's no longer the case. They no longer want you. They no longer want to put forth the effort to try to be with you. You don't know if like, what did I do something? Did you find somebody else? You don't know. You never know, because they're never gonna tell you, because you no longer matter. And it's in that moment you feel so fucking insignificant. You feel like there's something about me that makes me unlikable. Like I'm not the Mai. Like, are you just because of like? You just tell me the truth. Like, it's because I'm ugly. It's because I'm short. Because I'm fat. Like, what is it? Like, just tell me the truth. No, it's none of those things. Which is the most bullshit of any excuse. I just don't want to be with you. There's a reason. The whole I just don't want to. Bullshit. Complete and utter horseshit. There's no such thing as I just don't want to. Nope. There's always a reason. And a lot of times it does come down to, well, I met somebody else and I genuinely think they're better than you. And it's usually in like, unless you're abusive, the whole idea of I think they're better than you, it comes down to either they look better than you, they make more money than you do, well, they can get something out of them. They can get something better out of them than they can get out of you. Like, meaning like they think that this person is going to like offer them a better lifestyle. Like, well, you know, he makes more money, so like, you know, we can do da-da-da-da-da. Or it's simply like, there's a thing you do that they don't do, or maybe they have more in common. And sometimes when you're dealing with somebody who is definitely toxic, somebody who drinks a lot or smokes a lot or they do drugs, and you're like, I'd like it if you didn't do drugs. They are like looking for that person who is like cool with them smoking, drinking, getting drunk, all that shit. They want somebody who wants to go to parties all the goddamn time. They want somebody who is okay with their like garbage ass lifestyles, because that's what works for them. And the whole idea of like, I'm just trying to help you, you know, be better. They don't want that. They don't want you to help them be better. They want you to either let them do them, or they want you to shut the fuck up and move out of the way. That's it. And there's really not much else to say about that. So yeah, I am in this very disgusting situation where I don't know, the looming feeling of you're gonna be alone is what like always like drives people crazy. Like it always drives people insane, because again, like you're looking for someone, and you think that this other person is also looking for someone, and it feels like, oh, I'm right there. Like, yeah, we like a lot of the same stuff. And then at the end of the day, it don't matter. At the end of the day, none of it was important. Because, yeah, sure, they liked you. They just didn't love you. And in most cases, like, they didn't even like you. They tolerated you because, like, you were useful in the moment. And then they moved on beyond you. So for the past few days, my like when it comes to like that week we weren't talking, like me and Georgia weren't talking. It's kind of fine. Like I'm so fucking used to it. of her suddenly getting pissy because some new dick then showed up and she wants to find an excuse to go talk to him. Like, I give a fuck. Do you. Just don't fucking come back to me, you know, like I'm supposed to, like, just be okay with it. Be aware that, like, yeah, I know, like, I took time away from you to go talk to somebody else. Like, don't hate me. It's like, all right, don't bring it up. I don't want to hear. I really don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear about you, like, giggling it up with some other motherfucker. Like, I'm a man at the end of the day. Do not mistake that shit. I do have pride, and I do put forth a lot of fucking effort to deal with you on a day-to-day basis. I do what I can to continuously like you. Like, I have to forgive your misgivings simply because I remembered what it was like being with you to begin with. And it was great. Like, it was fantastic. It always made me feel really, 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 really good. But it's also, like, something, like, I have to accept that, like, you lied when you came back. Like, I'll say, like, for y'all, like, you know, what would she lie about? Stuff. She lied. And, like, she's disrespectful as fuck. Like, just super fucking disrespectful. Like, has no appreciation. She's, ha 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 ha. It's funny. Like, thinking about it now, she has it in her head that, well, her baby daddy was so mean because this asshole just, like, wants to fucking, like, he wants me to forgive him for cheating on me. And it's like, yeah, motherfucker, it's literally how you treat me. It's the exact same shit. You used to treat me like garbage. Like, you're unappreciative as fuck. Like, it doesn't matter what the fuck I do. You want to be forgiven for every little misgiving. Every single one. Like, it doesn't matter how you talk to me or how you treat me. You want me to just be like, it's okay. I forgive you. Like, that's what you want. Hey, she can say, that's not your bullshit. That's exactly what the fuck it is. It is like, at least the chick from Texas who she fucking hates for no good reason, like, never looked for an apology. Like, she never looked for, like she never offered an I'm sorry. She didn't really have to. Like, she knew I knew that she was a pain in the ass. But she knew that I, like, forgave it. The only problem is, like, I forgave it so much, it seemed like it was totes okay. And it was totes not okay. Mostly just because, like, my heart got into it, and that's always a bad idea. I've rambled for, like, 40 minutes, and I don't feel better. I was like, you should talk about it. Get it out of your system. That's bullshit. Like, to any woman who's ever tried to tell a man, like, you should just talk about it. I mean, nope. It does not. Talking about a problem, like, especially matters of the heart, is like telling someone to pick at the scab. Like, this is why people drink, they're, like, and do drugs. They're trying to numb the sensation. They're trying to, like, blank that memory out because it sucks to think about. Talking about it is the antithesis of thinking about it. It's thinking about it at length and then hearing yourself discuss it. So not only is it, like, in your head, it's in the ether. It's out there for real. So it's not like you can even try to continue lying to yourself about, like, what it really is and what you'd like to think it ain't. It is all of that. It's every single little bit of that. Because now you've accepted it. You said it out loud. And if you're talking to another person about it, the one thing you now cannot do is renege on everything you fucking said. Because now they know how bad it is. Period. Pirouette, even. So, yeah, man. Should I say thank you for coming to my TED Talk? I don't know. I just want, like, why did you bring it up if it don't make you feel better? Man, I don't know. I guess ultimately because, like, as I was, like, walking, like, as my day started, as my day started, and, like, I woke up in my hot ass room, sweaty as fuck. I found myself realizing, like, I'm still agonizing over this girl from Texas, who I am pretty sure I still am in love with. And then I think about the fact that this girl from Florida, who we never really spoke on the phone. Like, we've been friends for years. And I like her. We've been friends for years, and she's openly like, I'm really bad with communication. Like, I'm really shitty about calling people. But she knows what I'm going through. with the girl from Georgia more specifically. She knows about both of them, but she knows what I'm going to do with the girl from Georgia, and she called me Saturday night. Like she had told me, she's like, I was thinking about calling you this weekend. I was like, you better fucking call me. Like talking shit because I was just talking shit. But then she actually did it, and I think we stayed on the phone for like 3 or 4 hours. And then like the next night, like last night, she called me while she was at work. You know, she was a nurse. She called me while she was at work, and we just kind of like shot the shit. And I'm not saying she's only doing this for any specific reason, but the fact that she knows this is where my head's at. When I'm talking to her, I'm not thinking about it. And I think to myself, like, she's awesome. Like, she can take my shit. She can take me picking on her, which is like a plus. But I can't help but just feel fucking guilty because when it's all said and done, like we get off the phone or whatever, like I go back to being stuck thinking about the other two, specifically the one from Texas. That's the one. Like that's the one I tried to like lie to myself and be like, man, fuck this motherfucker, man. Fuck this mother. It didn't work. Tried it, didn't work. Kept saying it, just kept tweeting about it, kept being like openly a dick about it. Didn't work. I was lying to myself. I was not lying to anybody else. I was only attempting to lie to myself, and it just didn't work out. Just this week, like these past few days, I've just been like stuck in this whole fuck I miss you. Like this past couple like week and a half, I'd say. Like I fucking miss you. Like I miss like the way we communicated. I miss like even how shitty it was. Like talking to her was different. Like fuck, it was different. It's because it makes me sound like I'm really up my own ass. But when I say like she could keep up with my shit, I mean she could keep up with my shit. Like the longer we spoke, clearly the more witty she became. And so like she was able to fucking just goddamn. It drove me crazy at times because like between the two of us, I didn't want to be the smart one. I didn't necessarily want to be the smart one, but I was the quick-witted one. I was the jackass. Like I was funny like in that very kind of rude Rodney Dangerfield kind of way. But she got good at it. And like the idea of her like spending that like either one like being with somebody else, male or female, and not being able to use that shit on them because they don't appreciate it drives me insane. But even worse, the idea that like she's doing it with somebody else and like they're giggling at fucking my sense of humor is infuriating. And there's really nothing else. That's really all I gotta say about that. Never told her how I felt about her. Like she knew I liked her, obviously. She knew I thought she was very pretty. But so did everybody else she spoke to. Every motherfucker she ever saw was like, oh my god, you're so cute. Like, yes, clearly she had the kind of body that totally made people want to fuck her. Like, without question. But like I wanted to knock the motherfucker up. Like I was like, no, I'm not like I gotta I have to. Like, I gotta make you a mom again. And I wanna like I want the fucking demon seed that's mine to come out of your uterus. I wanna see how fucked up we can make, how much of a fucked up person we can make, and I think it'll be great. And like it's if I'm real with myself, it's not gonna happen. Can't. Man, that was close. Damn right. There's one more thing I gotta show y'all for the end of the night. Whoop whoop. Got that money, bitch. Oh, man. I knew what I was doing. And the thing is, though, like, when you do that, you get, like, you can do it once. One time. You can get Nook Miles for shooting a prize down, like a present down into the water. You can get it once, and that's it. This might be a two-parter episode, man. I don't know. Which might be a long-ass fucking episode. I haven't figured that part out yet. But I do know this is the end of it. So, like, I feel all the episodes I've put out, like, when it comes to liking, commenting, and subscribing, this is definitely one where commenting, like, this is the time. If you've ever had anything to say, or if you've never had anything to say about anybody's videos, or on anybody's videos who's like, yeah, you should comment, subscribe, like, this is the one. Like, go ahead. Like, if you can relate to any of this, like, fuck it. If you can relate to any of this, if you understand, like, how any of this feels, like, I literally said, like, it doesn't help. It makes things worse. Like, yeah, I know. But that's kind of, like, that's part of the healing process. No, it's not. It's not. It's a part of making other people not feel as shitty. Like, and that's really all it is. Like, you hurt yourself for the benefit of somebody else. It's basically like, it's emotional jackass. So yeah, with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, take care of yourselves. We out of here. Well, I'm out of here. Peace. Fuck, I gotta edit this now.